HARD BREW REVIEWS.
HARD BREW REVIEws.
HARD BREW
And
Reviews.
yeah, I actually turned off the metronome setting on my my DAW of choice. So right when I clicked record, I actually started recording, which at this point was at least 15 seconds ago. So welcome.
Welcome, guys.
A really stimulating entrance to HARD BREW Reviews.
Yes, and we gotta hit the energy high and keep it there the whole time. Up, up, up.
Mm-hmm. Up, and away to never return. We got to pick one episode, like maybe in a few, that we just like blow it all. But it's like, you know, like the Citizen Kane of podcast episodes. But then like I don't even know if that movie is good. I just was told that it was. And then, you know, all the other episodes we ever record just suck. You know, kind of like the ones that we normally do. But
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to accomplish there, Dylan. How are you doing now? We skipped last week. How are you? Are you feeling refreshed?
yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling great. You know, some days this mortal coil weighs on me a little more than others, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's another day in the life. I'm alive. I'm so grateful to be cracking open some brews with my boy Joey D.
Preacher choir, preacher.
Preacher choir.
Man, do I agree with that. Okay, so
Yep.
guys, this week we've done something truly special. We have decided to review another beer for the show.
Wow. Yes, and we are reviewing it right now. Damn, did we put out the last week's episode like today, like 7 days ago?
Maybe. I don't
Today?
know. I think I really we both had personal stuff going on. I dropped the ball, but
That's
I
true.
don't know when I don't remember when I put it out.
It's okay.
Maybe that's something I should know.
Oh, Joey. It's okay. I'm just wondering. But damn. Hey, I mean, if it's a day late, you know, a day late, $1 short. That's how I live my life.
I think it was like half a week late. So maybe not
Yeah, but I mean,
ideal.
yeah. I mean, hey, it looks like we're getting out
Yeah.
almost 4 a month. That's great.
Oh yeah. Almost.
Who needs a schedule? I didn't get into this business to have a schedule like every other podcast.
Yeah, I got in this business so I could party hard and live Moss, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Is that even still Taco Bell's motto?
Nope. I think it's I think now it's we're going to tell you that we're taking things away so that you appreciate us more. It's very similar to the way that a lot of parents try to parent their children, but it doesn't work because negative reinforcement, fear is the most powerful motivator. It's also the one that's going to bite you in the ass.
Yes. And you know, Taco Bell already bites me in the ass enough in a way where it's more as it's exiting, it kind of bites me, feels like. But
Who
But,
boy?
you know, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Maybe it's time to switch to mild sauce, Dylan.
Yeah, no, Diablo or bust for me.
Diablo
but yeah.
or butt is the choice you're going to have to make once you blow your whole ass off with that Diablo sauce.
Yeah, and it's a pretty massive explosion. I won't get into it, but let's just say I've had to change locations a few times. You know, just the house is filled to the brim with Diablo sauce coming out of me. But either way, that kind of, I didn't even mean to say come out of me, but it sounded like I was like an Irish guy, like a leprechaun.
Or pirate. Yeah.
Come out of me, butt. Oh, that
Yeah.
was not a pirate. Let me take that. What does a pirate sound like?
Yarg, yarg. Yeah, yeah.
Yarg. Why does it sound like this pirate is like disagreeing with me?
Yeah.
Yarg, yarg.
Yeah.
I guess that is kind of what a pirate does. Just kind of like, arr, no, these are my seas.
That's
scurvy
exactly.
off the port bow.
Right. You scallywags, you.
Yeah. Yeah. Scurvy wouldn't be that hard to not get. Just bring oranges. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pirates
just
are
like
stupid.
bring enough, or like if you don't have enough, like bring an orange tree. It's not rocket science. Jeez.
Yeah.
But it is.
Or just like
What is
order
rocket
oranges.
science is when Dylan eats Taco Bell.
yes, and then my house explodes. But no, it is a crime that they're taking away beloved items, and it is kind of like an abusive relationship because they're going to drop some other crazy shit after months of us being like, where's all our favorite foods? It's like,
yeah.
you use the parent analogy. I kind of feel it's more like a I'm dating Taco Bell, and they for some reason feel like I haven't had enough time for them, so they kind of like just kind of start like not texting me back as frequently, and they kind of start like just kind of making this distance that didn't really need to be there. That's like very passive aggressive and subtle. It's kind of like, the equivalent of me texting Taco Bell, and being like, hey, how was your day? And they just respond like, fine. That's like the equivalent of them also taking away the spicy potato soft taco. It feels the same to me. And I go to bed at night just thinking asking God what I did wrong. And I just feel the same. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I miss the Diablo sauce. I can still get it on other items, but nothing really bit my ass quite like Diablo sauce on the potatoes. So
Yeah, on the potatoes. Yeah, man, those were the good old days, right? And now at least we have the memories. I do think that they're
Thanks for the
threatening a
memes.
lot of these things to see what people really freak out about and what they should like to see what they should actually keep. So I do think that also plays into the abuse analogy. But
Well,
let's not make light of
and
that
it was
anymore.
Wait, I want to make light of something else.
Okay.
I want to make light of something else real quick.
Yeah.
And then we can go back to being serious. First, they infringe on my civil liberties by making me wear a mask, and now they take my favorite foods away.
Uh-oh.
Now it's time to protest
Don't
because
get 'em
I
started,
feel
folks.
oppressed.
Don't get them started, folks. There's no turning back now.
I can't believe that I can't consume my favorite items and go into my favorite stores without having to be hindered by my lungs and mouth, and I'm gonna protest. So that's just a character I'm working on. It's just a guy who, I don't know, doesn't like wearing a mask, but also really likes Taco Bell, but he doesn't really get that, like, he just doesn't get it. I'm not gonna get into it. I don't want to spoil all the
He just
deep
doesn't
kind of
get
like
it.
character work I'm doing, but he just doesn't get it. So
Yeah.
anyway, why don't we talk about what you wanted to talk about, Joey?
I would just recommend to him to listen to Chapo Trap House like a normal person and figure out your political views from there. So
He only listens to Ben Shapiro and is just waiting for the day where his sister dates him.
I was gonna say I listen to Shapiro every day, but only the opera,
Whoa,
because she's an opera singer.
Very high class, Joey.
Yeah, very. I listen to her How to Be a Conservative Woman in a Relationship every day. I watch all those videos.
Wow.
Not sure what her
And that's
brother
important to
does.
know.
Not really sure. I've heard his name a lot. I think he's like a model for the Baby Gap or something. I don't know why he's famous, but
Ben?
yeah.
Yeah. He's a foot model for Baby Gap, which is weird.
Because he's a full
But
size
I don't ask too
man.
many questions.
Like he's not that. I mean, he's not 5'9" like he says he is, but he's definitely not
Yeah.
the size of a baby. But for some reason, his feet are so small.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Is that's why you never see his feet unless he's, anonymously doing a Baby Gap commercial, premiering their fall line of exclusive baby shoes. I mean, you wouldn't think that he'd have weird sized feet, but I mean they're microscopic, and they sell the product, they sell the shoes like no other, just because they're so tiny. But he takes good care of them.
The man rides a freaking tech deck.
Into work, he's just sliding in on a tech deck. Yeah, that's great. I like thinking about that. That's good.
Normal size guy. Well, short guy, but still normal size guy.
Yep.
Just tiny feet, just riding in on
Tiny
the tech
feet.
deck. Yep. Okay.
Tiny feet and me.
My tiny feet and me.
Tiny feet, tiny feet. Benny, you got tiny feet, bro. Come at me. Trump's got small hands. Ben Shapiro's got small feet.
Those two would get along, huh?
Yeah, I'd like to see Trump give Ben Shapiro a foot rub. It'd be like somebody playing the tiny violin when you're being sarcastically sad about something. You know what I mean?
And Trump loves to be sarcastic, so that would actually be perfect.
He's so funny.
He should move on to props. You're right. I think he should move on to prop comedy. He's clearly got traditional stand-up down in the bag.
Have you seen his hair? It's like he's doing prop comedy every day.
And man, can he improvise, you know?
Yes.
They're like,
yes. He studied under Del Close, personally.
Yeah. They're like, hey, Trump, Russia, Putin's definitely been killing a bunch of American soldiers, like paying for bounties. And he's like, yes, and I'm going to go get a hamburger. So that's his improv.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, man.
Man,
I just love when we do comedy about Trump. It's so fun.
It's so good and fun. And I think, Dylan, we keep this up, we're gonna win ourselves a Webby.
Yeah, and I think it's about time. I mean, if people haven't listened to HARD BREW Reviews, I mean, that's Pulitzer. Like, do they give Pulitzers for things that you don't write out on a fucking typewriter or some shit?
I mean, I can write out the transcript. I'll just do voice to text with Siri, and it'll take like 5 seconds.
But the sound. But I think you're selling yourself a little there, Joseph, because the sound design in that episode where we say, "Oh my goodness, we are hearing this pelican making crazy noises," and then I'm like, maybe you should drop that in, or maybe you said that. I don't remember. It was just such a blur, such a creative zen where we were just killing it and everything. It was the best episode of all podcasting, you know. And then all of a sudden, you just drop in. It's like, how could it get any better? You drop in the sound of the pelican, and it's like nobody's ever done that before. Nobody's ever put sound over people talking, that's like what a podcast is just like human voices, but like what we're doing to revolutionize that, or what you did on that episode, is add sound. So is it even a podcast anymore? I don't know. It's something totally new.
And at that point, I thought to myself, man, did I just invent rap?
Yeah. Who knew that rap would come out of podcasting?
Yeah, it's in the least likely places, you find the greatest things. I don't know who said that.
That's true. I agree with it. I don't know who said it, but
maybe it was,
I agree.
It was Socrates from Bill and Ted.
Oh, yeah. And you're pronouncing his name wrong, even though you know what it is, right? Is that like a joke from the movie or something? Or what are you trying to do?
That's how they pronounce it in the movie, dude.
Oh, so that's just how they pronounce it in the movie. Wait, there's a third one coming out. Did you know?
I know. Are you stoked?
What's sketchy about it? I'm stoked, but I heard that Louis C.K. is playing Socrates.
Really?
No.
I believed you.
Just imagine, though. It's like, oh man, that would
I
be
can't
so
believe
funny.
I can't believe Biden picked Kamala even after her being in that photo with all those comedians at the comedy camp or whatever it was.
Yeah, she was there being the Uber cop, making sure that everybody there was not taking any photos other than that one and staying 6 feet apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she loves to be where the trouble is. She's just she's a crime. I wish she would just, instead of being vice president, just become Catwoman. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, she's like, she's already like a
cop.
modern day Mel Gibson's character from Lethal Weapon. She's already like a super cop, like the
super mentally sound.
Yeah, the premise of that movie is he's so mentally ill that it makes him crazy enough to take risks to like stop criminals.
Yeah, and that's what she's gonna do with I don't know. You know what? I don't even know enough about her, but I'm excited to learn why I'm not going to like her.
Yeah. Yes. And that's
But
what we have
you know
Twitter
what?
for.
Well, that's why this election, I'm going to vote for beep, and we are going to bleep that out just because you know, we don't like to tip our hand or anything. But if you go back, if you reverse the episode and actually pitch it down a few octaves and then like add another beep on top of that with inverted phase, you'll actually be able to hear what I said. But
And I am voting for my great godfather, Joe Beepton.
Beep. Sorry, and I was throwing in some beeps there for you, but Joe Beepton.
I think we got it. I think we got enough of it to obscure the identity.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we're safe. Yeah.
And is that just because you have the same name, or is it because you know he's just like your ideal candidate, or?
And Dylan, I think we're gonna have to bleep all this too.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, no. Anyway. What time is it?
Full transparency. I said Joe Biden. Okay, he is
Whoa,
my.
beep.
He's not only my ideal candidate. He's my ideal lover.
Yo,
And-
he's like a silver fox.
Yeah, he's like the smart man's Anderson Cooper. You know, the totally coherent, young, in touch man's Anderson Cooper.
My favorite thing is when he wears aviators and gives the thumbs up.
Yes.
I just feel like that's such an endearing image of our future president. It just makes me feel all fuzzy and warm inside seeing him with the. It's just like, how can you hate him? He's just like, you know,
the man loves
your grandpa.
ice cream.
Yeah,
We all love ice
yeah,
cream.
and hey, I love it too. Yeah, I love ice cream too, and you know, I wonder if I would sit down and have a beer with him. You know, like maybe even this week's maybe you know, because he's running, he's in front of all the cameras. Maybe he would drink this week's beer in order to watch his figure a little bit, because I know he's kind of been outed on TMZ for having a dump truck ass, and it's like he has to deal with that. He either has to be ready for Trump to be just like berating him for his fucking humongous dump truck ass, or he's gonna have to try and, you know, slim down. And me personally, I think he should do whatever makes himself happy. But all I'm saying is he's got a massive fucking dump truck ass, and he might have to do something about it. But anyway, back to you, Joey.
Yeah, and I got some insider information from his campaign, and I really hope they don't do this, but he's releasing a parody song for the campaign called Dry Ass Pussy.
Oh my God. DAP?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. This is huge, and I can't believe that we're premiering this.
I know, yeah, he told me that I could announce it on the show. Thanks, great godfather Joe.
Wow. It's like who? Joe Biden and who else? Who else is in it? I mean,
it's him and Kamala. That's actually how they were gonna drop the news of the vice president pick, but
wow.
it was the original plan was to let me do it, but the staffers decided maybe it wasn't a good idea.
What were you gonna do? You were gonna be in the music video?
Well, no, I was gonna make the announcement on this show that not only would Kamala be the vice pick, but also that I would be releasing. This podcast would be the first place where you could hear their new parody song, "Dry Ass Pussy."
Well, I mean, and why wouldn't they? You know, choose us or specifically you to release it after your work on the aforementioned HARD Bird reviews? It's like.
Yeah.
Your reputation precedes you, and if there's anyone to talk about, you know, Joe Biden and his dry ass pussy, it'd be you. So, and his dump truck ass. So I mean, it makes a lot of sense
to talk about it and to make it sound crystal clean.
Yes. 240p times 5 in the audio form. That's what we are. But anyway, is it time to start talking about the beer?
Yeah, maybe. Guys, this week we've been dropping hints.
Yeah, no, you get into it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't have anything.
Come on,
talk,
Dylan.
please.
Okay.
I really don't even remember what I was gonna say. Okay, Joey. So just back off.
Okay. So
wait, but that. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. No, stop.
I don't give a shit anymore.
I just
you
wanted
had
to
your
say
chance. Okay.
What?
Fuck
no,
you.
I just
Shut
wanted to
up.
say that you look good today.
This week, oh, that's so sweet. This week, we're talking about Michelob Ultra, the beer of
Woo.
the skinny legends. This beer,
Yes.
it's for the skinny legends.
And
It's got
our hearts go out to them.
2.6 carbs, 95 calories, 4.2% alcohol per volume. This is a light beer.
Yeah, and it's like as I'm trying to hold it up, it's actually floating away from me. Like it's the house from Up. There's no balloons. It's just so light that it's just levitating.
Well,
it's defying gravity.
It's
a full can.
Is it burping? Can you hear it burping? Is it floating up like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style?
I thought that was just you, Joey.
No.
You gross freak.
I mean, it was. You probably
burping.
heard my burps too. So to be fair,
Yeah. It was a combo. But once again, can I just say you have bottles and I got cans? It's like
once again
another and it's just like wordlessly we end up covering all of our bases just because we're so connected. It's just like
yes.
I knew you were, even though I didn't ask you, we didn't talk about it, I knew you were going to buy bottles, and you knew I was going to buy cans. And did I buy cans just because it would lead to me having more flaws than you? Of course I did. Back to you, Joey.
Like a great baseball team, we've covered all our bases, okay? And I agree with that. Yeah, I do think that once again, we'll do the thing where, I have a small dick and you have a bigger dick. We'll do that
Joey.
bit. And now we can move on. And now we've done the bit.
Oh, Joey. No, that's not what it's about. No, of course
dude,
not.
No,
that's never what it's
cool,
about.
Dude.
No.
No, it's cool.
Dude. No, of course that's not what it is. Dude.
That doesn't hurt.
But if it was, mine would be bigger, but no, that's totally not what it is, dude.
Well, you're taller. So
yeah. So my dick is actually only 2 feet long.
Wow, it's so
so
small.
small.
Wow, that's weird. Mine's a lot bigger than that. So small. Weird. Anyway,
shit.
So now that we finally got that out of the way, the subtext that's been plaguing our show for so long.
In all male relationships, it's just like every guy friend I have, I just want to say, how big is your penis?
Yeah, it's almost like, when I first meet you, you should just get it over with. Just whip it out right away if,
Yeah.
Just so there's no confusion.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? That's not what life is about, okay? Life is about being modest.
And it's fun to guess, isn't it? It's fun to speculate.
Yeah, it is. And, anyone with a penis out there, I don't care who you are, what you identify with, it's bigger than mine. So anyway, back
if you
to you,
have
Joey.
a penis, it's bigger than mine.
Yeah. Let me just say that. I'll get it out of the way.
Great.
Anyone with a penis is way bigger than mine. But that's why I buy cans with flaws, with big old flaws. Some people buy trucks. Some people buy houses. Some people buy boats.
Mm-hmm.
Some people buy boats that are houses that sometimes turned into trucks, multi-terrain vehicles, because they have small wienes.
You gotta compensate.
And I'm here to tell you, you do. But thankfully, I compensate in a healthy way, which is buying massive beers and drinking them all in a short amount of time. Anyway, Joey, let's talk about the beer here. Let's talk about the beer.
Let's talk about the beer. Yeah, okay. Sounds good, Dylan.
Can we do like a southern
yeah, okay,
thing?
Dylan.
Can
sounds
we review
good.
a southern beer?
So this beer is a light lager, okay, and it's ranked number 49,376 on beeradvocate.com. It is made by Anheuser-Busch. Anheuser-Busch.
That's good. I like when you say that.
It's an American company, but it's German. It's you have to pronounce it like that.
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
You do it. You do it pretty good. I got to work on that.
Unstandhauser. Okay, this is getting offensive.
Yeah, it's like what to who? Germans? Yeah,
I'm offended
oops.
on behalf of my fellow whites.
Wow. Yeah. No. Okay. Those are the accents that I want to do.
Yeah,
Are
if
the
you take away
fucking
the
European whites.
right, if you take away the generally unoppressed white accents, you're gonna give us. There's nothing left for us to do.
If you colonized and you're white, no matter European, fucking, I don't even know where the other places are. Okay, if you colonize and you're white, I'm doing your accent. You can fucking cry about it. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Yes, and this includes our less than 2% listeners in Ireland and the UK. You're on notice.
Oh, top of the morning. I do. Hey, respect to you. I'm not saying that I don't respect to you, but I'm gonna do your voice,
and we
you know
want
what
you
I mean?
to do
Like,
ours.
respect.
Like we expect you to do ours. We want.
If anybody tried to do me, I would be pretty pissed because
I just mean America,
I
Dylan,
just
like
have-
Americans.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, because I just have such a special voice, I just wouldn't want anybody to make fun of me, but I love making fun of other people.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Life
Just
is funny
kidding.
like
Do
that.
my voice. I'm just kidding. Do my voice. Try it. I dare you. Hashtag
my
Dylan's voice.
Try it. I dare you. Do Dylan's voice.
Yo, that's not funny, dude. Cut that shit out right now, for real, dude. That's fucked up of you. That's fucked up of you to do that.
I think our voices are, listening back, we definitely have different voices, but they sound a little similar. And I feel like maybe people are already confused at who's who at any given time. So
that's okay. I mean, I'm usually the one who gets pretty drunk,
I did get pretty drunk last week by the end of the episode.
Nice.
So, isn't that sick, guys? Go listen back and you can hear the freaking, you can hear my blood getting thick with booze.
Yeah. Here, let me just play this snippet I got from the government. Whenever we talk about like binge drinking or getting too drunk, they just ask me to play this. Hello, if you're under 21, you're not allowed to drink beer, and you also shouldn't binge drink. And also, this is a really fast picture. Actually, it was recorded at this speed. I'm actually talking about it right now. You should actually not drink, and actually drinking is bad, and Jesus is real. Sorry, that just the government sent that to me. I just got to.
Yeah.
Whenever we talk about binge drinking or anything, we just got to play that because
No, yeah, makes
it's
sense.
illegal to drink in certain circumstances, and they just want to make sure you know. And it's just a really informative soundbite. But anyway,
Yes, and that covers us legally. We are invincible now, so don't even think about coming at us.
True that.
So we're talking about this beer. Okay, it's brewed in
Michelob.
Missouri, like a lot of other Anheuser-Busch beers. It's the average score is 1.84. That's pretty sad.
Oh!
And
Wow.
it's an overall score of 47, which is awful. It says on Beer Advocate.
Wow.
So we're gonna get into it, Dylan. As always, we're gonna start with a really high review. So
Wait!
what?
Can I talk about the controversy just for like 2 minutes? I'll limit myself.
Yeah.
Okay, just right before we get into the reviews, I just, right before we started, I Googled it, Michelob Ultra controversy. And I encourage anyone else to Google along with me. Just type it into your computer on your
Google
keyboard or
along
your
at
phone.
home, folks.
Yeah, Google along with me. It's a really interesting experience. But anyway, I typed in Michelob Ultra controversy, and there's a few headlines I can choose from here. One says, the pseudoscience behind Michelob Ultra Pure Gold Organic something. Hold on. I'm going to burp. Wow.
That was
And it did come out of me.
disgusting.
And then, how about this one? Anheuser-Busch alleges Miller Coors stole recipes for Bud Light and Michelob Ultra during ongoing corn syrup battle. And yes, this is like a mud fight, or like like between two sexy ladies.
Yeah.
Except it's the two CEOs of Anheuser-Busch and Miller Coors just throwing fucking high fructose corn syrup at each other in a kiddie pool.
It's also the name of the
And
new Avengers movie, A Corn Syrup Battle.
Yeah, Avengers, Endgame 3, corn syrup. That's all I got. They wouldn't do an Endgame 3 The title, we got to workshop that a little bit.
This time it's high fructose.
Holy shit. I'll read this one because it's here. In the latest legal salvo over the use of corn syrup in beer, Anheuser-Busch claims Miller Coors misappropriated trade secrets by obtaining full recipes and a technical manual for making its Bud Light and Michelob Ultra brews.
Wow.
An employee at Anheuser-Busch Cartersville, GA brewery allegedly shared the recipes in February with Miller Coors employee.
What?
According to a counterclaim, Miller Coors employee. According to a counterclaim filed Thursday by Anheuser-Busch in a 7-month-old federal lawsuit. Wow. Anheuser-Busch is seeking an injunction, whatever that meant, is seeking ejaculation to prevent Miller Coors from accessing, using, or disclosing the Bud Light and Michelob Ultra beer recipes.
I think
According
the
to filing
injunction
in
is where all the
Madison.
trains meet up at the end of the day. Keep going.
Oh, okay. Whoop, whoop. Not a juggalo. That was a train horn. We will enforce our right to uncover how high up this may reach in the Miller Coors organization, the company said in a statement Tuesday. We take our trade secrets seriously and will protect them to the fullest extent of the... What is this are there different kinds of corn syrup or something? What's going on here? I just don't get what the deal is.
Controversial. This is so controversial.
Miller Coors defended itself first with an ad campaign of its own. Shortly thereafter, filed a false This is bullshit. I want somebody to cheat on somebody. Okay, what about this? Budweiser, Michelob Ultra beers are watered down, lawsuit claims. Philadelphia beer lovers across the U.S. have filed $5 million class action lawsuits accusing Anheuser of watering down its Budweiser, Michelob, and other brands. Wow, this was in 2013.
Ooh.
Anyway, I just shouted at the mic for like 5 minutes straight. And that's kind of all I wanted to do. I didn't even really want to read anything with substance. But, hey, another company that actually did some maybe some bad things or, some fraud things, some stealing.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a big company doing something like that, doing something wrong or hurtful or immoral.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither.
So
anyway, it's probably time for the reviews.
Knowing that, I don't know if I can go forward with this. The corn syrup battle, it's just too morally, upsetting,
And
anyway.
it is while it is sexy, you know what I mean? Like it's sexy.
Oh, I'm horny. Yeah, I'm horny.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But
you sound like you're from Madison. You sound like you're from Wisconsin when you say it like that. I'm horny though. I'm horny, I know.
I'm horny and holy, like our cheese is full of holes.
Yeah.
Get it? Like because they have cheese there.
Yeah, and I did. And Green Bay Packers, they're cheeseheads and stuff. So.
Yes.
But anyway, maybe it's time to read the reviews and shit. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. So you're gonna like this, Dylan.
I'm excited.
First 5 out of 5 review is from November 24th, 2017. And it's from a user named Sexy Bad Mother Funker from Pennsylvania. All capitalized. Every word is capitalized. Sexy Bad Mother Funker.
And I do, and you were right. Honestly, you know me, and you know my taste, and you know what I like, and you were right. I love the vibe of the name. It just really hits home for me. I really like when people pretend like they're gonna swear, but then they don't. It's like, when I'm reading the first part of the name, I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna say fuck? But then they say funk, and it's like, oh, like I could be in the room, like me and my nephew, like my young nephew, like we could be reading Beer Advocate together. You know what I mean? And he could read funker as opposed to fucker. You know what I mean? It's kind of like. It's kind of just like cool that it's family friendly,
They're leaving the option open for Pixar to purchase Beer Advocate because it's fun for the whole family. Yeah. And there's no need for cussing. So this person...
Imagine if the little lamp... No, Joey, wait. Imagine if the little lamp was a little Michelob Ultra can.
Yeah.
And it was like... A quink, a bark, a bark, a bark, a bark, boink, and then it made like the sound of a can breaking as opposed to like a lamp squishing,
Yeah.
And it was
oh
just
my
like
God.
Pixar, but the eye was like a familiar brand, like Michelob. That would be so cool.
It's like when you need to get rid of the cans because your parents can't see them in high school and you need to stomp them down so
Yep.
you can get rid of them easier. Don't drink, kids. It's bad. So sexy bad motherfunker from Pennsylvania, 5 out of 5 in every column.
Wow.
I funkin' like it. Okay.
Was that for real? Was that on purpose or no?
No. The
Okay.
initial slip up wasn't.
Either
but
way.
I funkin'
really
like
liked
it. Don't get scared from the word, quote, ultra. As if I got really really freaked out when I saw ultra because I was like, that means that there's a lot. And
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm going to
me
deal
too.
with all that, like an
Mhm,
ultra
mhm.
amount.
Yeah.
So don't get
It's could be
scared
too
from the word
much.
ultra. It's basically just light beer. Tastes refreshing. Not all beers have to be douchey microbrews. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's some better beers out there, but this beer has its place. When I read reviews, it's funny that everyone thinks they're an expert. Used the wrong there, by the way. It's beer,
the
bro. It's either drinkable or dump that shit down the sink. If I was drinking for the sole purpose of to get funked up, I wouldn't be with beer. It wouldn't be with beer. If I was drinking for the sole purpose of getting funked
beer.
up. Sorry, I fucked that up really bad.
You funked it up, dude.
That was not on purpose. I was drinking for the soul and SOUL for the sole purpose of getting funked up. It wouldn't be with beer. So they're saying they would use a harder alcohol.
Yeah, and I mean, but either way, it's to serve something greater than themselves. You know what I mean? Like the great
Right.
intangible, our soul. I think whenever he misspells, it's like kind of a clue into his site. Like it's a Freudian type. It's like really.
Oh yeah.
We can read deeper into this, and I would
Absolutely.
appreciate if you kept replacing fuck with funk. I do enjoy when you say that, and I also. Yeah, I mean, I just want you to. Is there more review? I'm literally on the edge of my funkin' seat here, just waiting.
That's the end of the review, Dylan. But I do want to mention
funk
that they did say it's either drinkable or dump that shit down the sink. Now, this doesn't sound like respecting beer very much to me, Dylan.
No, and you know what? I'm glad that you called that out because I completely agree. I can't think of a. Oh wow, I'm like burping as I'm talking again. This is the problem with the drinking beer on air.
Yeah, this is the problem with the beer industry today. They make it so burpy these days.
Yeah. Stop the burp. I already get enough burpees in when I'm exercising. My favorite no equipment exercise workout is the burpee. I don't need my beer to be burpee too.
Favorite calisthenic. Yeah, it's a good
What
one.
was I answering? Do you remember what I was answering? What question of yours I was answering?
Oh yeah, they're just disrespectful towards beer in this review. And dump that shit down the sink? Are you kidding me? It's not Stuart Little, and he's not going down there to look for a missing wedding ring in the movie. It's not that at all. So don't dump him down the sink.
Did Stuart Little pour out beer when he was looking for a wedding ring?
He just went into the sink to retrieve a wedding ring. And
but there's not a shot of him like pouring out a full beer or anything, right?
Oh my
he'd
god,
have to go
I
on the
wish
list.
there should be a scene where like someone comes in and they don't know he's in there for whatever reason. The dad who was or mom, whoever was trying to get the ring with him has stepped out, and someone doesn't know he's in there. And they crack open a beer and they taste it and they're like, ugh, this is bad. I disrespect beer. And then they start dumping it.
Oh my god!
And then he gets mousy wasted.
Yeah, he's looking for the ring in the sink, just like getting fucked up.
And he's like, whoa, where am I? I can't even see. I should call an
Stuart
Uber.
Little? I don't feel so little anymore. You would feel like a big man. What
Feels
else
bloated.
could you say?
Yeah, bloated.
What else would he say when he's drunk? Like, I don't know, like, what is he? He's a mouse?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
He'd be like,
brainstorm here,
he'd be like, I know I'm a mouse, and I
Yeah.
know that you adopted me from an orphanage.
start crying.
He's like, he just
He's
opens
definitely
up.
a
He's
sad
one of
drunk.
those. Yeah, he's one of those guys. He's like, yeah, like I know I'm not like what a normal kid looks like, but I just wanna say thank you for believing in me.
Yeah, and to any sane person, it would just sound like.
Yeah,
Like
but to
a fucking-
Dr. House or whoever the fuck plays the dad in that movie, he's like,
It
oh,
was
yes.
Dr. House. Yes, and the little boy from what is it? The Vampire, one of the a vampire movie back in the day.
Yes, the little vampire, Jonathan
Yes.
Lipnicki.
The Stuart Little Vampire. They should have done a
Jonathan
crossover.
Lipnicki.
I thought Lipnicki was what I did when I wasn't supposed to do behind the bleachers in high school. Am I right?
Ooh, and
Get a
was it
little
with a girl named
Lipnicki.
Nikki or?
No, I mean, no, it wasn't actually. It was with some guy called a badass motherfunker. What was that
Sexy
guy's
bad
name?
motherfunker.
Funk. I funked it up again.
How funking dare you, Dylan? How could you?
God funking dang it.
Do you want a middle of the road review?
Yes, please.
Okay, so
Please.
this one is called Yeah Whatever, I'm Over It. And that's the username.
The username? What the fuck? What kind of energy is that to go into making a whole account?
It's not the energy that this country needs right now. We need our young people invested and engaged, and we need our young people to rise up and to fix the world. So if this
on
guy's
TikTok.
just going to be apathetic and not even have a TikTok and be like, yeah, whatever, I'm over it. You know what? There's no
place.
room for you in our movement. So step aside.
Get out. Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like somebody who has the enthusiasm to even respect beer in the first place. You know what I mean?
If you're this apathetic, bro, why even create the account?
I know. It's like maybe he like accidentally typed in the password and like when he was making the ID, he was just like, yeah, whatever, I'm fucking over it. And then like went to stand up and then like accidentally like elbowed a bunch of random shit into his keyboard for the password, press enter, and he was like, oh wow, my account was created. I guess now I gotta go on this website even though I don't give a shit. That's probably what he was doing. He's like,
Yeah,
I don't even care.
So dumb. Yeah. So
He's over it. I mean, he's
So-
just over it. You know what I mean? He's
yeah,
just done.
yeah, whatever. He's over it. So this was posted on May 4th of this year, 2020. It's a 2.8 out of 5.
Let it be with you. Do you let it be with you?
And also with you and with your spirit.
Do you let May the 4th be with? Do you let the 4th be with you?
Man, hey, switch those around. You're sounding like Yoda over there. Not making much sense.
Exactly, Joey. May the 4th be with you, motherfunker. That's what I'm saying.
Yoda. Yoda. Yoda.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm singing a Weird Al fucking classic, dude.
okay.
Yoda.
Did he really come up with that? That's
It's
some genius bullshit.
it's a play on Lola.
That's somebody who wasn't over it. That's somebody who was definitely under it his whole career and still
Yeah.
continues to be.
Who? Clapton?
He works hard. I mean,
Or no, Clapton's
yeah,
Layla.
Clapton and Weird Al.
Lola.
No, I think that was Eric Clapton. More like Eric Clap back. You know, it was a diss track actually.
This day and age, he's got to learn how to clap back.
Yeah, Eric Clap them cheeks.
So-
Yeah, right? That's just something.
Look 2, smell
Read the
1.5,
review,
taste 2.75, feel 3, overall 3. Judging against all beer, it's pretty depressing alcoholic grain seltzer. But for a cheap light beer,
Wow.
ultra crisp, satisfying in its mildness. Quote, cuts the dust, unquote, perfectly, and goes well with food. It has its uses and does it well.
Cuts the dust? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but he put quotes around. They put air quotes around it like it was a thing, but it's not.
Like it actually meant anything in the world.
Yeah, it's not.
I literally, I've never heard of that. Cut the dust. I want to Google it. And if you knew, and hey, if you're in the audience and you knew what cut the dust means, write us in and say, just kidding. Hashtag just kidding. I'm pretending to be smart. If you knew what that was before we talked about it, write at us. Yeah. Hashtag just kidding. I'm pretending like I know more than I actually do. Let's see. Cut the dust. Idioms.
And that's if you wanna reach us, that's rockhardbrewreviews@gmail.com or RHBR_pod, and that is on Twitter.
Wow.
Rock Hard Brew
Yep.
Reviews.
I thought you were recording that whole time. Fuck. I'm just gonna leave all that in of me talking about balls and stuff.
Wow, no, I stopped. I definitely stopped the recording, but you leave
you
that
even
in.
said that you did.
You leave that in for the listeners if you want.
I will. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, they'll know just to skip forward. So if they want. So
you're about to read this awesome
that was
review by this
great.
guy who has such an enthusiastic name.
Yeah, I mean, it's we have technical difficulties here, folks. This is a very technologically advanced show. Okay, so
Yeah,
we're no Neil deGrasse Tyson, Sheldon Cooper, computer whizzes over here either. So we're figuring it out.
Yes, that's true. Couldn't have said it better myself. My two heroes.
My two. What Uber mentions. Okay, so anyway, this is the last review from Beer Advocate that I'm going to read. It's from Nortmand from Illinois, Nortmand. And this is from June. This is from June 4th, 2004. So this website has been around for a very long time.
Why, hello there, Northman. How are you faring this fine day? Have you logged on to Beer Advocate today, Nortman?
And this is in 2004. Yeah, that conversation is happening.
Hello, good sir. Good to see you by the well.
This guy's like, wow, I didn't.
What were you going to say?
Are you doing some Hello from the Magic Tavern over there?
I might as well be. I'm just setting the scene. It's like,
are you being silly, Dylan?
Did you just travel 4 days by mule to get here, Northman? Just to write your review on beeradvocate.com?
Did you slay the dragon Smaug?
Yeah. Northman, please tell me you fared well on your journey to defeat the dragon Smaug.
But it is funny thinking about this guy in 2004, like dialing up his connection, okay, Mom, nobody use the landline. I'm about to go on beeradvocate.com. I'm about to go on my site to leave my opinion.
Mom, do not answer the phone. I'm typing on my favorite website. That's what he said.
That's exactly what he sounded like.
Northman, please don't yell at your mother. She's very nice to you.
But, Daddy, she's such a bitch.
Northman, you can only use that language in your Beer Advocate reviews. Do not say that in real life.
This is it's a pretty clean review just from a peripheral look. I could be wrong, okay? So Nortmand in summer of 2004 writes, why? That's the first line. Why? Question mark.
I like Nortmand already. Nortmand? I like him already.
He says, why? And then he hit the enter bar, and it went down to the next line. So it says, why? This spits in the face of beer heritage. Beer is not meant to be like this. And if you are drinking this to lose weight, you are not forgiven. Plus, it was one of the first indication of the low-carb trend, so this beer has a special place in hell, capitalized. Anyways, pale yellow. with a little white head, no aroma, no flavor, no body, thin and flavorless, mostly carbonation flavor. Would make a good fix if you ran out of soda water for scotch and soda. Nordman.
Sounds like Nortman is projecting a little bit. He's in his
Yeah.
he's in the local internet cafe I'm trying to paint like a medieval scene, but it's really tough for me. Nortman's at the internet
creative
cafe.
mind.
Yeah, posting about Beer Advocate. Took him 4 days to get there. I don't know. I like it.
But
The review is pretty insane, but the name is very thought-provoking, and I have to respect that.
it definitely inspired a lot of joy in us. And if Marie Kondo's right, that's all that we should keep. So
Yeah. Anybody, actually anything or anyone that doesn't just solely make me happy, I'm cutting out of my life because I just don't have time for it.
yeah, I need it gone. I need it cut and paste away.
And that's why Nortman is staying. But anyway, back to you, Joey.
Yeah. I think what Nortman is really trying to say here is that anyone, he respects beer so much that he doesn't want to see, or they don't want to see, a beer this bad made, because they feel that it disrespects all other beer. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, and thank you for asking me. It seems like he's disrespecting one beer in order to show his respect for all the other beer. And it's like,
right.
I just don't think you can pick and choose. I think it's just as simple as, do you respect beer or no? Even if a beer tastes like dog doo-doo trash shit, from a dog's funkin' anus, I still respect it on some level. I might not enjoy it, but am I going to pour it into the sink like Stuart Little did, or like Hugh Laurie did, or whoever did that, or Lipnicki?
Couldn't be
no way
me.
am I going to do that. No way. I would
Could
find
not be
somebody
me.
who, yeah, for sure. I would find somebody who wants it. I would take as long as time as it needed to find the person who wanted to drink it. I would give it to them. That's what you have to do. If you get a beer and you don't like it, you cannot just give it, you can give it away to somebody if they want it, but, it's on you to find the right recipient of the beer, Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a way you can respect beer without calling one out. So for that, Nortman, you're voted off the Funkin' Island, bro. See ya.
And let's show him how to do that right now, Dylan, with our review portion of the show. Cue the theme.
Ooh, this is where we funking review the motherfunkin' beers on the funkin' show. We talked about Nordman. We talked about the guy with the shitty name, and we talked about the first person whose name I don't remember. What was the first review's name?
It all blurs together after a while, Dylan. I've been doing this show for so many years, so many decades, it all blurs together.
Norman's the only one.
Sexy Bad Motherfunker was one. I know that.
And then that's great. Oh, it was yeah, okay. So it was Sexy Bad Motherfunker. There was the guy with the name who was like, I'm fucking over this. And then it was Norton.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So, okay, you folks, you better write this down, because there's gonna be a quiz at the end.
Anyway, let's review this shit.
So yeah, we gotta show them how it's done, Dylan. Let's start with look. How are you?
We haven't cracked it open yet.
You're right. Let's do it. 3.
And here
2.
I gotta do it, and I have been drinking them the whole time. But here we go. Ready? Oh, every hardworking American knows that sound. So we're here and we're ready now, and we're ready to review it. But you take it from here, Joey.
Wow. Okay. So our first category tonight, Dylan, as always, is going to be look. All right. Our vessels once again look a little different tonight. So for me, Dylan, this is a brown bottle which blocks UV rays, so that is
Sick.
good.
Always.
It's got a blue and white and silver and red label, okay? But the main colors, I would say, are blue and white, okay? And there is some red
Wow.
and silver trim. It's got a classic look to it. It's got, there's nothing too surprising about it. It's got, like a nice fancy cursive font for Michelob, and they
That's
switched
true.
that up with the second word, which is a more uniform, thicker, bolder font, and it for the Ultra. So I do like the
Ultra.
innate juxtaposition of the two fonts. So it
Wow.
says Superior Light Beer in 2 spots. It says the stats on here. St. Louis, Missouri, 12 fluid ounces. And it's got on the
that's
glass
funny.
of the bottle, it's got it's got an M on either side of the bottle that is raised glass. It's part of the glass, but it's a raised M, cursive M on both sides, and the ribbon on the center as well, the ribbon shape.
Yo, you think that the person who made your bottle also knows how to make marijuana bongs? Asking for a friend.
We should ask. I've been trying. My friend.
Yeah,
is
someone
trying
who
to
isn't
find
me,
one.
Swim.
Yeah, is trying to find one. They've been looking everywhere, and they just feel lost. And so if you know who made this bottle, write in and tell us, so we can help our friend out.
Definitely not me. I don't do that.
No. That would
I
be
smoke my
that would
weed
be
out
a
of
crime.
Yeah. No, I smoke my weed out of a balloon, actually. But I don't want to get into how I do it. I just prefer the whatever balloons are made out of, whatever type of plastic or whatever that is. I just prefer that. What is it? It's not plastic. What is that?
Rubber.
Joey?
Rubber?
Yes. And actually, I don't prefer that because that's on my tires, not for my lungs. Anyway, go back to the
and
look,
for
Joey.
your penis, you dirty bastard.
Oh yeah.
So anyway,
like a condom. A condom.
yeah, like a rubber. So
Northmond, did you wear a rubber when you were out with that?
Northmond.
When you went out with that? What's a word? I was gonna say wench, but there's like a 2-syllable, like a trissy or something like that.
I don't know. Dylan, you're the one who's an expert on the sexist words, so you should look within for that one.
Whoa! I don't.
Gotcha, bro.
Say that about
Gotcha,
me.
bro.
If anything, I am the expert on sexist words towards men. Like,
oh my god.
Men go to Jupiter to get more stupider. See, you don't think about that one, and that's what I'm saying all the time.
I'm actually filing a class action lawsuit against you now because of that comment. So,
wow.
I did want to just say, there is a user on here named Diane Brew from Canada, Diane_Brew, and her avatar on Beer Advocate is Grimace from McDonald's.
Wow.
And I just it's just important. So anyway, the look is fine. It's a nice look. It looks classy, it's good. It's fine. It's gonna be a 4.0 from me for the look.
Wow.
Why not? You got to be nice sometimes. Can't be a Grinch your whole life, Joey.
That's true. You end up like, I'm over this shit guy. You'd end up like that guy.
Yeah, what a waste.
Yeah, I was going to do this review. I'm just so funkin' over it already. I was going to review the look of this beer, and I'm just so funkin' over it.
Whatever. I'm so funking over it.
Yeah, it's like I was going to do it, but I'm just so funking over it. All right, anyway. Michelob, I got a fucking can this time. Joey's got the bottle.
I was going to clean my room, but then I got high.
Nah,
I was going to go to work, But then I got high.
Ba-ba-ba-dam. I was gonna do the review, but then I got high. Just kidding.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna do the
you say
review.
you only smoke out of balloons. I only smoke out of the tin foil at the bottom of a styrofoam package of wings.
Oh my God!
I
That
kind of
is
fashion
respect.
that
is
into a pipe.
true degeneracy, Joey, and I applaud you for that. I got the can
If you're lucky,
today.
you breathe in some sauce. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you're lucky, you got to leave some behind so that you can marinate the nug before it enters you. So Michelob Ultra. I got the bottle here, and yes, you heard
Nope.
correctly.
Nope,
My flaws
you
is
don't.
bigger.
You
Oh,
have
I got the
can.
can here. I'm sorry. Wow, it's getting to me. Wow, I have the can.
And is someone a little drunk?
No, Ossifer. So basically, I have the fuck say can. Say can. You piece of fucking shit, funking shit. I have the I have the can. I have the can. I have the can of Michelob Ultra, and it's blue, and silver, and red. All right, I'm done. I'm funking over this. I'm told to enjoy this responsibly. I'm enjoying it, okay? And I'm really responsible, so they don't have to worry about that. You know, looking at all these fonts on this beer, it looks like I'm looking at a meme. A meme by one of those graphic design is my passion type of meme people. You know, the insufferable people who usually post ironic things, but then will sometimes do like a really flashy looking version of like defund the police type of shit, which we should do. But anyway, it looks like that.
Top
a lot of
text,
fonts
bottom
on
text.
here. Yes, exactly. A lot of text going on. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a fuck. Say can.
Shit.
Say can.
Dylan.
Say fucking can. Say fucking. Oh, Dylan.
It's
Say
almost
it.
like you can't.
You know what? It's because can't isn't in my vocabulary. You know what I mean? Can is, so I should be able to say it, but can't isn't. So it's a weird little thing for me. It's
sense.
okay.
That
You
makes
know what?
sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Nice.
And I'm
Respect.
done. I'm funking over it
Good.
already for the 8th time. It's your turn.
Yeah, whatever. I'm over it. So next is gonna be smell. We're gonna whiff these up right now.
I'm so excited.
It
Normand,
doesn't
if you're
smell good.
listening, please do the hum. Oh, you don't think it smells good?
I don't think it
Yeah.
smells good, Dylan.
Yeah, I don't know about this one either, Joey.
This smells like a bad beer. Maybe lighter beers just smell worse.
I think so too. Somehow it's less. Maybe it is the can versus the bottle. Maybe there's some, you know. You'd think that cans would smell worse because it's aluminium. Aluminium, Northman.
Yeah, it gives
You
it
think-
that can stank, the metal stank.
Yeah. Good thing it's the can. I thought that was just me. But yeah. So I don't know. My initial thoughts. I think I didn't hate it as much as you. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this a 2.5. At least this is the can. The can review. It's 2.5. What are your thoughts, Joey?
Okay. So I've been nice to this beer so far.
Uh-oh.
And that's good. That's always good to do, but this smells
Yes.
bad.
Always.
Um,
Always good.
It's always good to do that cuz it's a sign of respect. But this let me say, I didn't want to have to get up mid-podcast and grab these from the fridge. So these are a little bit warm, these ultras.
Uh-oh.
It's not
Ooh.
undrinkable though. Some beers get warm, they're undrinkable. This is definitely still drinkable, but the smell is not good.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those. It smells like should be on the carpet of a dorm room. You know? Does that make sense? You know?
Yes,
So,
Joe, it does.
You know, sometimes the things that make the most sense don't sound like they make any sense at all. Kind of like Roseanne saying that Trump is the first female president of the United States. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2 for smell.
Wow. All right.
And next, Dylan.
Respectable.
And next is taste.
Oh my God. You know, and this is an interesting thing. You know, it's a light beer. So already it's kind of like, it's like the salad of, like, any light beer is like the salad of beers, where like maybe like a normal beer is like, I don't know, a single cheeseburger, but then like an IPA is like, you know, a double Whopper with fries and a fucking large Coke. This is like the salad of beer. So obviously it's going to have a lower score. Obviously it's not going to taste as good. But if I'm thinking in terms of light beer, if I'm thinking in terms of the salad beers, this might be one of my favorite light beers of all time. And I've actually interacted with Michelob Ultra's Facebook page at one point a few years ago. Because a good friend of mine, one of my best friends, Jack C., some of you listening may know him. And if not, get the funk out of here. He tagged Michelob Ultra and was like, this is me and my friend's favorite beer or something. And they commented and they were like, so glad that, you know, whatever. They were just like, epic. And I was like, oh my God, a brand is talking to a mere peasant like me? Somebody with money and power and a commodity that people like and want are talking to a simpleton like me, just another purchaser? I was blown away. So yes, my review will be tainted. I am colluding with them, and you know, they did give me money to give the taste review this, but I'm just being honest with you. I'm now a millionaire because they know how much, you know, our reviews just kind of inform the American public's kind of like, you know, where they spend their money in terms of beer. I'm going to have to give this a 4 for taste. I do not mind this. I do not mind it. In fact, I actually kind of like it. If I'm going to drink a light beer, if I'm going to drink a salad beer, I'm about to crack open a Mich Ultra. I am trying to go to a mom party and fit in. Okay? I'm bringing a Mich Ultra.
They will definitely help with that.
Yep.
What a great review, Dylan. So for me, you know, you tied in another media outlet of theirs. I just want to tie in another one from more recently. I was on TikTok recently, and
oh my God,
there's a guy who I don't know the user, I don't know anything about it, but there was a guy who films his grandmother for his TikTok content, and
sounds normal.
There was a viral TikTok of her saying, like, you know, like she had a beer the night before or something, and he was like,
whoa,
what do you think of this Michelob Ultra? And she was like,
oh, it's good. I had one last night. It's so good.
And it was like,
wow.
You know, everyone in America was like, oh my God, she's America's next sweetheart. She's, you know, she's got the smile that's worth 1,000 words. She can light up any room. And so the next TikTok this man posted of his grandma was her with a bunch of free Michelob Ultra, like a huge pile of Michelob. And he was like, Grandma, Michelob saw the video and they sent you all this. And she was like, oh my God. And he was like, so Grandma, what's your favorite beer? And she was like, Coors.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, so just a big fuck you to Michelob. Just a big spit in their face to Michelob from this ancient woman. But anyway, they are generous. They're a generous company. They love their fans,
Wow.
clearly. But that doesn't have anything to do with the taste, which is what I'm about to review. The taste is good. For a light beer, it's good. I'll give that to you, Dylan. But I think it's a little
Yeah.
bit boring. It's a little bit... There's nothing really in this that
True.
makes me feel like, man, I'm glad I'm drinking this beer. This is so worth it for my mouth.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it for your mouth.
Yeah, and I just don't really feel that way. Let me taste it one more time.
Yeah, give it another sip mid-review. You just got to make sure that you're really
Man.
going off the freshest neurons firing, you know?
Man, that beer is weak as hell.
But think of the
I
calories,
mean-
Joey. Think about what you're saving.
I know, but it's so weak. The taste is just not good
It is
to
just
me.
the taste. Yeah,
So,
I feel ya.
I'd rather grab like a Miller Lite or a Miller High Life or something, you know?
Yes, and I know
Anyway.
that you respect them. You know, I know that you respect beer. You know, that's...
Oh, I respect this beer. I respect all beer. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Or else
know
I
you
wouldn't be
do.
qualified
So,
to be doing the show.
That's a good point. And that's why, you know, I've never agreed with anything you've said more than that. And that's, you know, I just loved that. So yeah, I'm waiting on bated breath, you know. We might disagree, but
Oh,
and I will think of you differently because of your different review, but you know, that's okay. That's America, you know. So
that's
Just give
America.
the review
You're
and-
right.
I'll even love you or I'll fucking despise you, but either way, it's like we're
Either
entitled
way.
to our opinions.
Yeah, I got to be truthful either way. So this is hard, but I have to give the taste a 1.75. It's a bad taste to me. I don't like it.
All right,
like this.
respect.
Don't like the taste.
All right. Okay. Wow. With the score that low, it's like, does he really even respect beer? But just kidding. I know we've given beer that
yes.
those scores before.
Yeah,
I never
mean,
doubt you.
even if
I
a beer
I
is
never doubt you.
doo-doo, it deserves
Yeah,
respect, as we say. So anyway,
right.
the next category Gary we're gonna do, Dylan, before we get on to our final thoughts, is gonna be feel.
All right.
Everyone's
I'm ready.
favorite.
It's my favorite. And my prediction, can I just say? My prediction is that it's not going to be as sticky because it's light. It has less going on, you know? The taste might not be as bad,
Okay.
or the taste might not be as full, I should say. I think the feel will be its strongest category.
You know, that's a nice feel. I'm feeling it right now. That's a nice feel.
Whoo! Wow. I am blown away at this feel. I am...
That's a nice feel.
I just... this is... I don't know. I'm
Speechless.
flabbergasted.
You're speechless.
I'm speechless. I can't express to you how necessary this was for me to continue living, to feel this Michelob Ultra on my hand. Like, I can't believe I've lived, 18 years of my life. I'm only 18. Wait. Just kidding. Actually, I am 25. I was going to do a bit about how I'm young, and then I realized I'm doing a beer podcast. Look me up. I'll tell you my social security number if you DM me so you can confirm my identity. I am 25. I can't believe Okay, I'll finish the joke.
Good save.
I can't believe I went 25 years of my life without feeling this on my hand. Okay, that's what I was going to say. It feels great.
I can't believe you did either. So if
I
that
don't
were
know,
to
I mean-
translate into like a number between like 0 and 5,
I'm going to have to give it a 6 out of 5. Our first the first ever
Whoa.
breaking the boundary, okay? Steven
Holy
C, if you're
shit.
so out there,
Holy
writing all
shit.
these down, if there's anybody else who wants to document this, I am giving this field a
This is
6
huge, folks.
out of 5.
This is
Am
huge.
I allowed? I mean, I kind of want to be allowed to do it.
Dylan, you know what? We made the rules for this show, and you can,
Yeah.
make them however you want. So, yes, it is allowed.
Wow. It's kind of like somebody saying, like, give it 200%. It's like, sir, I can actually only mathematically give it up to 100%. It's like, you know what I say to that kid? Funk you. I'm giving this a 6 out of 5 because it's spectacular.
And I can't wait to edit your audio for this. It's gonna be such a nice experience.
And for the listeners, it's probably really nice too. Me just being quiet and being really loud. They're gonna love it. They always do.
It is something I've noticed when I'm editing. But I do love that your enthusiasm, and I love that. I love that review. And I want to say I'm not going to give it a 6.
What? What the funk?
I really liked it. I really liked the feel. It felt like a nice, cool. It like if you were in a jacuzzi on cold mode, you know. Which we all know and love. We do that all the time, but it's like that.
Classic cold mode. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a nice little bite to the carbonation on your skin. It's not like a melt your flesh off carbonation, but it's got a nice little
certainly not
crunch to it, you know?
My hand feels smoother after putting it on.
Yeah, it's like exfoliating almost. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
It's quite nice.
I'm going to take a bath in this shit.
So I think for that reason, I'm going to have to give it a 4.8.
Wow. Okay, not as like revolutionary as my score, but still a great one.
Yeah, still really, it would be impossible to follow yours. So forgive me, folks.
Unless you went with a 7.
Well, Dylan, unfortunately, I did not. So,
wow! I just alley-ooped you to make podcast history. Hold on, let me do this further away from the mic. I alley-ooped you to do podcast history, and you fucked it up.
Which is why I can't give it a 7, but I will give it an 8.
Oh my god! I'm about to freak out. I'm about to freak out. Wow. My pets are looking at me like I am I'm criminally insane right now.
Man, put this guy in Arkham.
Yeah, I'm Joker who? You know what I mean? It's all me.
We got this we got our Joker reference in for the episode. We can collect our check from DC. So thank you for getting that in there under the wire. Yeah, every episode we talk about this guy. So
final scores.
Let's give our overall scores. For me, this is not my favorite light beer, but it is a light beer and it is a drinkable light beer. For these reasons and many others, which I've previously disclosed and I've discussed long and hard with my family, I have to make the incredibly difficult decision to give this beer overall a 3.25.
Whoa! Respect, Joey.
And that's
a
just
good
a feeling.
Score.
Yeah,
and that's you just
a gut
trying to numberify something that you're feeling. And that is a clinical term. So obviously I broke the mold. I gave something a 6 out of 5. Technically impossible. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to break boundaries with our reviews. And I got to say, I think my overall
is that why we're here?
Score. Yes, it is two white dudes doing a podcast. It's the most boundary breaking fucking thing in the world. But yeah, so it's complicated because this is probably the best light beer I have ever tasted. Not counting I don't know, microbrewery shit. Like I haven't tasted any of that shit because I'm a normal person. Who I have hobbies and interests outside of, drinking fucking beer. if you're listening to this and all you do is drink beer, fuck you. No, just kidding. Thank you for listening.
I mean,
this
you
is a
should
beer
diversify
podcast.
your lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, but if like the only two things you do are drink, niche beers and listen to our show, keep it up. So basically, this review, I'm gonna have to kind of like having to vote for Joe Biden in this election. I'm going to have to put out the flame that I feel inside of me that that I think that this is the best light beer. I gotta discard that, and I gotta say realistically, what do I have to give this review to be true to myself and true to all the other beers out there? I don't know why I tied in the political thing. It had nothing to do with this. I'm gonna have to give it.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like sometimes it's in the thick of it. I'm going off book.
Oh, we were
It's
so
just
close. We were so close to that number.
Yeah, and here I could just keep talking around it if you want me to. I'm really good at it.
No.
All right, I'm gonna give it a 3.8.
Wow.
That was it. How'd you like that, Joey? I did this crazy build up, and then all of a sudden, I didn't get to come because you prevented me from coming with words. So thanks, Joey. I got blue balls now. Thanks, Joey.
Well, some people that's some people's fetish, so you're welcome.
It was less of an edging and more of a disappointment. I guess I'll just leave it at that, though. But
well, we've all been there, brother. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with us this week, brothers and siblings and sisters and others. Let's do it again next week. What do you say, Dylan?
I say hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, please tell your friends about the show, and please rate and review on Apple Podcasts and everywhere else possible.
Yeah. Should we ever have a guest, Joey?
Probably. As long as it's not
Does
a
that
freaking
open
pelican.
Up? Yeah, I mean, hey. Get those pelicans the fuck out of here. No room for pelicans in media. They're evil. Anyway, you're right. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have a guest one of these days. Just, a friend.
That'd be nice. These people need another they need a strong influence in their lives. They can't just be listening to two schlubs all the time.
These fucking sheep need people with stronger minds than us to lead them.
Exactly. Who doesn't?
Insulting everyone else and us.
We're just like you and we're stupid.
Yes.
So we love you guys. Kisses and hugs. Virtually.
XOXOXO. Yep.
Bye.
With masks on. Bye.
HARD BREW REVIEWS.
Rock Hard Brew Reviews.